Hello, group number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today, we're doing what does your future spouse look like, or what are some of the signs that you'll see, just to kind of identify who your future spouse could be. So, I'm trying to focus more on the looks, but then again, I can't really control the messages and the images that come out. So, if there are any other signs, synchronicities, any other messages that come through, I'm going to talk about those. So let's begin. I've pulled some cards, but mostly I'm gonna pull live on the camera. So these are the ones that you got. First is Sun. We have third house, North Node, Rahu. We have ninth house. So let's talk about the looks first. With Sun, I've noticed people who have Sun prominent usually have very thin hair. So the person could have thin hair. Even people who have a Sun in the first house, they go bald very quickly. But doesn't necessarily mean the person has to be bald. But they could have very thin hair, sparse hair maybe. Person could have like a fiery, hot temperament. Someone who's short tempered, I've also noticed, but it doesn't mean the person has temper issues. But usually with a prominent Sun, the person could get agitated quickly, but they simmer down as well. And person is gonna be, I'm getting very independent energy coming from this person. Maybe when you meet this person, they're alone, or I don't know, maybe there's a one-on-one interaction that happens. The person could have a job with the government, or some sort of a managerial job, something where they're managing other people, or they have like a prominent, important sort of a job. I see that. Person will come across as someone who's masculine, someone who's a leader. I'm also getting that with the egg. I don't know. I'm noticing the egg. So I feel like maybe you could meet at a place where you're eating. Person could obviously be fond of eating eggs, of course, but maybe in like a restaurant or something. For some of you, I'm also getting sunset. Maybe you could meet around sunset, or maybe a place where there's some sort of a celebration and fireworks are going off. So I see that. Another thing I'm seeing with the third house, this is like short distance travel. So you could meet the person while, let's say, they're out clicking pictures of some monument or something, or they're out on a run. Maybe the person is fond of running, going for a walk, sprinting, something like this, hiking. That's also I'm getting. We have long distance travel also. So maybe while you're on vacation or something, you could meet the person. However, with these two cards together, I get the sense that the person could be someone from a different community, different country, someone who speaks a different language, different religion, different culture. I'm getting that energy with the North Node and ninth house. It can talk about a person who's well traveled, foreigner, or something about the person that is foreign. Okay. And with North Node, I do connect it with eyes somehow. The person could have really mysterious or magnetic sort of eyes, or their eye gaze. They could even have blue eyes, or like an eye color that is different from your own. I get that with the North Node. Or they could have certain features that are different. So maybe like a hair color that is quite unique or different from your own hair color, or the people in your local area. Something like a unique feature, maybe the hair, maybe the eyes, skin tone, or the way they dress. Something is different, something is unique with this person. And just the first impression that you get with this person is wow, this person is slightly different. Like, who is this person? They stand out. That's the energy I'm getting. There could be some interaction also between you. With third house, it's connected with communication, and ninth house is the spirituality, philosophy, education as well. It's connected to higher education. Pilgrimages, maybe you could meet with that, or maybe you're going on some sort of retreat, something like this. You could meet the person, or some sort of outdoor physical activity. I'm picking that up as well. Let's look at some of the cards. You got death, size. This also makes me feel like the person could be alone when you meet them, like sitting alone, something like that. We have money. Person could have good money, or something about them, the way they dress, they're royal, or you just get this impression that the person has a lot of money, or they could, like I said, have a great job. So once you get to know their job, you know, okay, this person has money. We have Scorpio energy here. And with the faithfulness, person could come across as someone you can trust very quickly. You could get that feeling from the person. They could have a dog as well, a pet. What else am I getting? With Scorpio, also I'm getting that maybe the person is wearing red or dark colors when you meet them. They could have some scars on their body. For some of you, I'm picking that up. Someone who gets a little bit of nicks and bruises on their body. Scorpio, they could be voluptuous, man or male or female. With Scorpions, I've noticed that usually scars on the body, they're voluptuous. They could have troubled relationships with their own father or authority figures. I've noticed that. I don't want to go too much into detail with Scorpio. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing so far. I want to pull some tarot cards for you. Group number 1. What does group number 1's future spouse look like? I'm trying to be as detailed as possible because sometimes people leave comments like, hey, you didn't talk about looks at all. I mean, this is a general reading and the cards can only be specific to a certain point. So yeah, keep that in mind. We have 6 of Cups. We have the World. So let's pull 2 more, then I'll talk about the cards. So I see a little bit of color in the complexion. I also see some tattoos. For some of you, again, not every single person picking this pile, your person will have tattoos. I'm just saying something in about them. They could be close to their own culture. Someone, maybe they travel a lot, but you could make out which religion or community they belong to. They're very close to their own culture and they're very proud of it. There is some sort of childlike innocence that's coming through. Maybe they could be someone who's friendly with kids, or you could know them from childhood. With 3rd house, it's also connected to our neighborhood. So something to do with kids is coming up here. Maybe they have a job where they deal with kids, or they're good with kids, they like kids, or they could have a very youthful face where they look very young. So maybe you ask their age and you are expecting them to be much younger because they look young. We have 4 of Coins. So I'm getting this brown sort of coloration coming through with and we obviously have these kids. They're very fair. This is almost like a cold atmosphere, and this is more tropical, I'm getting. So again, general reading, a lot of people picking this pile. So I'm seeing these 2 ethnicities coming through. We have Turtle, King of Coins. So again, money is good, stable person. At the bottom we have Strength. Again, Sun energy is strong. Red color is coming through again. Person could be fond of red, or something red is coming through, and they could have really even with the Sun I was talking about, the hair could be thin, but I feel like almost like lion's mane. Even with someone like Trump, he has thin hair, but it kind of has a personality of its own. So their hair could be very wild and unruly. I'm getting that. Or maybe they're really fond of their hair. Yeah. For some of you, they could keep long hair also, because I see a bun here. I see a braid here as well. And I'm really drawn towards the eyes also on some of these cards. What else am I getting? I think once you meet this person, you will also feel a sense of connection with them. With Six of Cups, this is like reunion energy. So you would feel like, oh, I almost feel like I know this person. I'm also getting that. With even in this image, we see such close intimacy. It's almost as if you know the person. And with the raven or the crow in the back, you feel that connection with this person instantly. I sense that. Person could be very protective also. And strong earth energy is also coming through. I want to pull quickly one card from this deck. Who is group number one's future spouse? What do they look like? We have Angel of Strength again, that sun energy is coming through. We have man holding a heart. So like I said, maybe long hair at one point of time, slightly curly hair. I'm getting that also here. It doesn't mean they have to be having long hair when you meet them, but maybe at one point of time they kept long hair. Person could be very flirtatious. They could be very upfront with their emotions. Strong lion energy. Like I said, they make an appearance. They're different. They stand out. They're a leader. They like to command respect. They take up space, not someone who's shy and intimidated. The numbers could be significant. We have 5. This one breaks down to a 9. This is the last deck I'll pull from. So what does group number one's future spouse look like? Spirit. Very romantic person. This one's a little hard to shuffle. Okay. Spirit. We have High Priestess, Intuition. I'm just going to pull. What is group number one's future spouse? Okay, we have Manifest. One more. Okay, 2 wanted to come out. We have Shine. Again, the Sun card came out. And we have Helpless, Hopeless. So what am I getting? They could have this sort of a, beard. If you notice, they could have that. I'm getting Magician energy again. Someone who's doing really well in their career, doing well. Someone abundant, lots of money, lots of success. I'm getting that. And here also I noticed the blue eyes. Here, with the crossroads, I'm getting this message that the person could be a little bit hesitant initially when they meet you. So maybe there will be a little bit of time before you actually click and you come into union. So a little bit of hesitation. And again, I'm seeing like a imagery of being out in the nature. So yeah, you could meet the person, let's say hiking or going on a walk or something like this. The person could be fond of going out in the nature. I'm basically pulling these cards more so with the imagery in my mind. And again, we see a sun, right? And this one is also connected to sun, and we see the hair. The focus is on the hair somehow. The hair is very prominent. So something to do with their hair, in their appearance, something with unique looks, foreign looks. And like they make an appearance, you notice them, and they come across as this strong sun, Leo energy person. Right? That's the reading for you, group number 1. Let me know if this resonates or what's your feedback on the video. Leave a comment. Support the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello group number 2. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what does your future spouse look like, or any other signs that want to come through, because usually looks have to be, you have to be very specific with what you're saying. And also, if you're just talking about a person's looks, that's like probably 2 minutes of a reading, right? So whatever messages come through, I'm going to talk about those. If a card has come out, that means it has some sort of a meaning and relevance to your reading. So we'll look at what messages come through and what signs you can expect to see when you meet your person. So these are some of the cards that I pulled. I'm going to pull some more later on. Let's start. We have Ascendant. We have 5th house. Moon. And we have Ketu, south node of the moon. I think I should keep this one here. We have Aries energy here and Cancer, strong. Even Scorpio to a certain extent. This is Leo. So what I'm getting, first of all, The person could be very good looking, because moon does indicate beauty. We have fifth house, which is passion, so having that attraction towards a person. Fifth house is also connected to love. So I see you falling in love with this person very quickly. Love at first sight could also be there. Okay. Fifth house is also, it is passion, it's dating life, so you could date, right? Maybe date for a while. Seventh house is your marriage, your spouse. Fifth house is your dating, and it's more so chemistry, attraction, having that spark. I see that. So that's the first message that's coming through. So you could feel that strong attraction towards this person. And ascendant is the physical body. So again, like I said, person could be really good looking with the moon. It can usually talk about beauty and the face specifically, and even maybe a nice voice. Ascendant coming through is like the body. So you have both the face and the body. Everything looks good. You're attracted to the person. You feel this spark of chemistry. And for some of you, you might feel even like a spiritual sort of a connection with this person. Like you meet the person and you're like, who is this person? I feel like I know them. Or some past life sort of a connection as well, with Ketu coming through. Moon and Ketu together. Some sort of like a psychic insight also. I've seen that Moon Ketu together can give psychic abilities. So you might feel that connection with this person. Or the person could have that personality where they're very closed off, detached, and they don't show their emotions very quickly. Yeah, I sense that. Maybe it takes them time to open up to other people. So they could have that personality of someone who's moody, someone who doesn't express their emotions very easily. Moon can make a person moody. They could be fond of eating also. They could have a round face. Very pretty, good looking face. It can give a round face, like someone like Priyanka Chopra. She has a very prominent moon and she has a very round face. I can't remember any other celebrities right now, but I know with moon, the face also ages very gracefully. So the person can look very youthful all as well. Fond of eating, traveling, having a good time, moody. Person needs a lot of stimulation. You could meet through a hobby. And also here also I see the watermelon, right? So food is coming through quite a bit. You could really connect through food. Moon can also indicate travel, so you could travel a lot together. You could meet the person while traveling. You're going to some amusement park or something like an outdoor activity. You could run into the person there. I see a lot of like dating, going out, hanging out. I see that person could be good looking. Just talking specifically about the looks, person could be good looking. Like I said, they could work on their body, proud of their body. They could have good aesthetics, could be really into fashion, dressing really nice. And I'm not getting that energy of a people pleaser. I'm not getting that. Someone who's very secure in themselves, but also a fun person to be around. Very fun energy is coming through. Like I said, they need a lot of stimulation. Let's look at some of the cards. And also they could have like a bit of color in their complexion. Moon can talk about pearly white, of course, but I've noticed with people with moon, they could have like a bit of a color in their complexion. They could also wear jewelry. I'm getting that with the pearl coming through. Maybe they wear jewelry on the body. And with Ketu also I've noticed people could have like a streak of white hair. So let's say they have black hair, whatever, but they could have like a streak of white in there. Some people have that. With Ketu, it can also give like a double chin sometimes, or like that chin dimple. I don't know. They could, I forgot to mention in the first pile, Rahu can indicate dimples. I didn't say that. And I remember that just now. So maybe the person could have dimples. And if you're watching from the first pile, maybe your person could have dimples. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that. Let's look at some other cards. You got 4. Messenger. Pleasure seekers. So this is very much the 5th house energy coming through. We have falseness. So what I'm picking up, first of all, you meet the person. The very first impression that they give you is like, you don't like this person. There could be some issue very first impression could be wrong of this person. I'm also getting that you could feel this person is not for you, because let's say they give that energy of a person who's not looking for something serious. With this pleasure seekers, you could feel like the person is a F boy, F girl, that sort of energy. You could misread the person. So you think, oh, this is not good for me. And there's this falseness coming through. You could also feel like you cannot trust the person. They're not showing their real self. This is the first impression, which could be wrong, obviously, like I said. And once you get to know the person, your impression will change. I'm also seeing a lot of back and forth. Maybe the person approaching you, you might be uninterested, but I see the person approaching you first. They could have a job where they wear a uniform. I'm also getting that. So you could meet them while they're at work or something. The first impression is not accurate. That's what I'm getting. The person could be in social setting. With this 3 friends group, the person could have 2 close friends, like I said. Multiple messages here. The person could have a pet. I'm also getting the eyes. You could be drawn towards their eyes. And actually Rahu is also here. Cat represents Rahu. And the first pile also had dog, which represents Ketu. So yeah, interesting. I just noticed that. That's why I feel like I should do longer readings, because I miss so many messages. But I feel like people don't watch for that long. But anyway. Okay, so the video stopped recording. I don't know if the last part got recorded or not. But I was talking about Rahu and Ketu. How Ketu came up here and cats represent Rahu. So we have Rahu Ketu happening here. That also came through in the first pile where there was a dog. And dogs represent Ketu. And they got the Rahu card in this deck. So yeah, I see a lot of messages like following through from the first pile. But anyway, the eyes could be attractive. You could be drawn towards their eyes, because cats obviously have great eyes. They're also known for their whiskers. So maybe this person has a nice beard or something. Like certain people, they have a beard or like a mustache and they're really proud of it. So that's also a specific message that's coming through. I'm also getting the walk. So the body again, the way they move. They could be a good dancer. They could be into yoga and stuff like that, where they could have like a flexible body, or they use their body somehow. I'm getting that. But yeah, attractive walk, because cats are known for their walk. That's what I'm getting. Let's pull some tarot. You might have to kind of win them over. Like I said, first impression is inaccurate, and then cats showing up, cats talk about, you have to kind of win their affection. It takes time. And they're moody also. Moon, Ketu together. Person could be very detached. They don't, they're very, I don't know, hard to read, mysterious person. You have 7 of Swords. So again, they don't show their intentions. Very mysterious person. Ace of Swords. Person holds back with their communication. I see the knots in the back. So you will have to decipher a lot, read between the lines with this person. Flighty sort of a person. Maybe they're commitment phobic for some of you. Again, not for every single person. And I'm just seeing the messages as they're coming through. Not every single message is meant for you. So use your intuition. We have Judgment. So Mars energy is also coming through. For some of you, if you're a Hindu or whatever, person could be like a Hanuman devotee with the monkey coming up. Person could be fond of animals. A lot of animals are coming through. Maybe they're into martial arts, something to do with MMA, something like this. It's actually reminding me of Kung Fu Panda. The imagery is very much like that. I also noticed the lotus. Person could have maybe Anuradha placements. Again, Mars, Scorpio energy is coming through. We have Aries energy also with the monkey. Into martial arts, like I said, maybe moving around the body. They are into martial arts, boxing, going to the gym, yoga, dancing, something like this. I'm getting that. So they're into fitness and maintaining their body. I don't know if I should keep all of these. Let's take these two, Strength and the Hanged Man. So Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. With Strength we have Leo. So a lot of masculine energy is coming through because Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, which is a masculine planet, and Leo and Mars are obviously masculine. So strong masculine energy. We have Moon at the bottom. So I think that's what it is. The person projects themselves as someone who's very masculine. You see them out in the world, they're in their masculine energy. They don't show their moon. They don't show that side of themselves. They don't show their emotional like let's say vulnerabilities. They don't open up when it comes to their emotions. Maybe some, like I said, issues with commitment. Maybe they don't want to commit that quickly, or they don't trust people that quickly. This could be a person who, like I said, they're somewhat psychic, so they just get that energy. Okay, this person's not good for me, so I'm not going to tell them all of my secrets. So that's the energy I'm kind of picking up with this person, where they like to just build like a rapport, get to know the person a little bit better, and once they kind of trust them, they'll open up more. Person has good intuition, I feel like, even with the Ace of Swords coming up, and here also it almost looks like a warrior's hand. So they're willing to fight, they're willing to get into an argument. Yeah, I see that masculine energy coming through strong. Their hair could be something you notice with this open hair, wild hair. For some of you, I'm getting this energy like they could be this person who works in a uniform, very formal. And for others of you here also, the hairstyle is very formal. For others, I'm picking this unruly sort of a person, unruly individual who is very wild and, you know, leaves their hair open and they don't care. They're not trying to please anyone. Like a rebel sort of a person is coming through. So that's what I'm seeing so far. Let's pull a card from this deck. Oops. We have women holding a heart. We have the world. And at the bottom we have community. So, okay. I'm getting this message again and again where they're like a set of good close friends with this person, and the rest they just put off a facade. They don't show their real self. I'm getting this message strongly from this person. And here also we had 3 friends, group of 3 friends. So that's coming up again and again. I feel like this person doesn't show their real side to every single person. They only show it to a few people. They could be actually romantic, even though I wasn't getting that message first. But I feel like this is their side that's hidden. And maybe because they have this, they don't really commit. Maybe they don't date as much. We have 5th house here. I'm getting very polarizing messages here with this pile. So for some of you, you could run into that person who is like a F-boy, F-girl, and they're somewhat different with you. For others of you, the person, you could completely misread the person and they don't show their emotional side. But once you get to know them, you will realize your first impression was quite wrong. That's what I'm getting. There is a distance here. The person likes to keep people at an arm's length. And again, I see the lotus. So I see, what do lotuses represent? It represents transformation. And they grow out in mud, in stagnant, dirty water. So it's like you might have the wrong impression, but eventually the relationship blossoms into something beautiful. So give it time. It's going to take a little bit of time. Again, I'm getting strong Anuradha, Scorpio energy coming through with this person. So there's a transformation that happens with this person. Here also I see the butterfly. Let's finish the reading. I'm going to pull like a couple of cards from this deck. What does this person look like? They're actually very romantic. With the right person, I think they'll show their emotions and they'll open up a bit more. Maybe it'll take a little bit of time to open up. Maybe there's some issues here. Okay, what does group number 2's future spouse look like? We have sacral chakra. Okay, very physically attractive. very maybe physically active also, like I said, with the 5th house. So for some people, they could be that rebel, sort of a person. For others, it could be that person who completely shies away from all of this, and then they meet you, they have a change of heart, something like this. So I think maybe a lot of people might end up picking this pile because the energies are so scattered. I'm just going to pull like this, since nothing is coming out. This also came out for the first pile. I'm not going to take that. We have detach. One more. What does the person look like? With chariot energy. So a lot of movement, reach out. Like I said, the person will reach out to you. We have blossom. Is this the sun card? Or is it the world card? I think it's world. Anyway, what I'm getting is, again, detached person. I said with moon and Ketu, it gives that personality. Someone who's very detached, very cold initially when you meet the person, but there's a different side to them. And maybe they just need to go through this transformation, coming out of this cold and just making peace with their issues and their past. Then the person will blossom. And that's when they'll come together with you. They'll be like in a happy, healthy, stable relationship with you. The person could travel a lot, like I said, with moon. And chariot is very synergistic energy. It's about food, travel, work, business, opportunities, movement. So strong moon with this person, check their chart. There could be something going on with the strong moon here. And the person, I see them reaching out to you, connecting with you, kind of going after you. So that's what I see for you, group number 2. Let me know if this resonated. I hope it did. Leave your feedback in the comments and support the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what does your future spouse look like, or any other signs that you can notice, any other messages that are relevant, that are important for you to hear. Because if I'm just specifically talking about looks, then that's probably like a 2-minute video. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the cards. Whatever messages jump out at me, I'm gonna talk about those, and we'll try and focus on the looks. Okay, so these are some of the cards I've already pulled. I'm gonna talk about those, then I'll pull some tarot and some extra oracle cards for you. So let's start. We have Sagittarius, we have Sun, Mercury, 11th house, and we have 8th house. So Jupiter energy is here. We have Sun, Mercury, obviously Mars and Saturn, but I'm just going to focus on the planets first of all, because these are the luminous bodies. These are the most important cards. Okay, so for Sun and Mercury coming up together, the person could be very well educated. These two together, they form a yoga. Yoga means union, and in this context it means conjunction. So it means a person who's highly intelligent, because both are connected with intelligence, buddhi, like we say. So the person could be very intelligent. They could be really good with words. They could be, maybe they have a job, because we have Sagittarius here as well. Sagittarius is a natural teacher, a natural guide, advisor, philosopher. So I feel like they could be a teacher. I see that. What else am I picking up? They could travel a lot for their work with this aeroplane. I'm drawn towards that. There could be someone who's religious also. I'm also getting someone who's orthodox, more traditional. I'm getting that energy, but intelligent. Something to do with communication. That could be their job. And they could have independent work as well. With Sun coming up, usually people work independently. Like they call the shots. They have certain level of independence with their work. They could have tattoos also. I'm drawn towards a person's tattoo. Maybe bald. At one point of time they were bald. I don't know. If it's a girl, they could be fond of henna. I'm getting, because it almost looks like there's a henna print on the hand. The person could be, they could have really good vitality, really good health with the horse coming up. I'm also getting I didn't mention it before, did I don't know. The person could be tall, slightly skinny. They could put on weight over time, because Sagittarius is connected with Jupiter. Usually the person gains weight over time, but Sagittarius can talk about a person who's tall, or at least there's a possibility the person could be tall. Thinning hair with Sun, they could have thin hair. With Mercury, they could have curly hair. They could have a long face. Again, I'm getting skinny again. If any other messages come through, I'm going to talk about those, but these are the ones that are coming through about the looks right now. But good health, even with Jupiter, the person could have good health, and Jupiter can also give like a golden complexion to the body also. They could be fond of eating sweets also with Jupiter. Sometimes that also happens. They could have a big social circle also, a lot of networks. They could have a job where they have to deal with a lot of people. There's a lot of interaction, meeting with people, talking to people, guiding people. There's a lot of that energy coming through social interactions and social connections. They could also be into occult. Like I said, they could be religious, they could be into philosophy, they could be into astrology, probably something to do with philosophy, something like higher knowledge. I'm getting that. And something that they kind of keep secret. Maybe they only share with certain friends, you know. Maybe they're really into some spiritual practices, and they might not share them with every single person. Slightly secretive with 8th house coming up. So they could have like a job, but then they have these hobbies that they're passionate about. They give their free time to their hobbies and like their spiritual growth. I'm getting that. Let's look at some of the cards. We have melancholy. Person could be moody. We have Lord. So they could have this sort of an appearance. We also have this card. So I'm drawn towards the mustache and the beard. They could have that. Person could come across as someone who's, you know, like confident and, I don't know, like sure of themselves. We have the horse again. We have wedding. Did I show that card? So again, I see multiple people in the picture. So again, it's about interaction. Travel also coming through. Person might travel for their work, or every now and then they have to travel. But with the Lord, there's someone significant, someone important. People give them a lot of respect. People ask for their advice. They could be good with money. Stable, mature person looking to settle down. With melancholy, this can talk about maybe they have mood swings. They could be someone who maybe finds it hard, even though they're this Jupiter sort of a person guiding other people. They could struggle with implementing those advice themselves. They could be someone who's maybe they give so much of themselves away that there's nothing left for them. They kind of feel depleted. They need a partner to kind of make them feel more alive and like bring purpose to their life. The work is good and all, but there could be something missing. There's a void. The person could be moody. They could be really into listening to sad music, and maybe single when you meet them. They've been single for a long time. Something like this is coming up. With wedding, maybe looking to settle down. Like I said, traditional. This could also be connected with the religion, teaching, all of that. Yeah, I see that. Let's look at some other cards. What does group number 3's future spouse look like? This is like the build. Tall enough and like a good frame on the body. We have 2 of coins. Oops. So juggling. Like I said, busy person. I'm getting that energy. Even though they're dealing with so many people, they could feel that sense of loneliness, because they're just dealing with people, helping people, guiding them, working, and then they come, they're alone on their own. You know, maybe living far away from family also. Could be fond of kids. Maybe teaching kids. You have death. Scorpio energy. Again, that 8th house. Missing that intimacy in life. We have 3 of coins. Again, this is talking about their work. Meeting a lot of people, helping people. I think work takes up a big chunk of their time. They could really enjoy their work. Hanged Man, spiritual angle is again coming up. They could be someone who could have like very vivid dreams, something about dreaming, or I don't know. I'm getting something to do with their sleep and seeing someone in their dreams, like their dreams come true or they sleepwalk or something weird about their dreams. 12th house energy is coming through. Yeah, here also we see a bed, right? So that's interesting. So maybe they have visions in their dreams come true, or they get some psychic insights, they communicate with spirit through their dreams, or something like that could be there happening with this person. Something that transforms them. I feel like with this person, maybe one incident happened in their life which made them spiritual, or which transformed them, which changed their perspective on life. Something like this is coming through. Maybe an accident also with death. It's Mars energy. We have Page of Cups, Ace of Coins. So they could be flirtatious, they could be fun to talk to. We had Mercury, right? So they're very fun. They could interact with a lot of people very easily. It's easy for them to connect with people. They could be fun, romantic, flirtatious. And I feel like the person, once they meet you, they will be very upfront also. With Ace of Coins coming through, they could see something with you. I see that. Okay, what does group number 3's future spouse look like? They could look younger. Even with Mercury, it can indicate a person who looks younger than their age. And here also we have Page. So they could look younger than they are. And maybe interaction with kids. Like I said, there could be some other element where the kid angle is coming through. We have Angel of Balance. Very balanced, mature person. They're also looking for that balance, looking for, the person, their partner, to kind of balance them out. We have Blossoming Abundance. This is the overall energy of this person is really good. This is like a great person to settle down with. I really like the energy of this person. They're looking to settle down. They seem very mature, spiritual, and intelligent, doing well in their life. Good energy overall. We have Yin and Yang. So like I said, they're looking for we have Contract at the bottom. So they're looking for their Yang, this person. The numbers could be significant. Pay attention to them. And they could be very balanced person. I'm getting Temperance energy here as well. And look at the bottom, we have Teach, Hierophant. This is again talking about settling down, committing. And this is also about teaching other people. Like I said, they could be a teacher, Sagittarius. And Hierophant is also connected with higher wisdom, higher knowledge, spiritual connection, or something to do with spiritual lessons. So I feel like the person has gone through their whole deal and they've really matured. Now they're ready to commit and settle down. And like I said, they could also have like a pet dog. And this person is very kind. They're really good with kids. They really enjoy their work. And they could be a teacher of some sort, or some sort of a healer. And you will feel that spiritual connection with this person for sure. We have Release. Bald again. We had that bald person. So maybe they're bald or they keep very short hair. I'm getting that. Very minimalistic sort of a person. And they're in touch with their masculine and feminine energy. So this is a person who's very balanced. They come across as very balanced, stable. I don't see this person losing their temper all that much. And I also see that this could be a person who would be, when they need to be like a leader, when they need to, be in their masculine energy, they're good with that. And when they need to emotionally show up for a person, be supportive, they're good with that as well. Again, Hierophant came through. Like I said, this card is for them. This perfect card to describe this person. We have Daydreams and Decisions. Again, something to do with, we have well-deserved reward at the bottom. Hardworking person. They're good with money. They're stable in their career and doing well overall. Nine of Pentacles. Again, single person looking for commitment, looking for their partner. Here also we see something to do with dreaming. So maybe the person will see you in their dreams, or like once you meet this person, they'll be like, hey, I saw you in my dreams, even though we've only met for like we've only known each other for a week or something to do with dreaming. The person could be a good manifester also, and like I said, spirit could communicate to this person through their dreams, something to do with their dreams showing up. And like person is manifesting, and overall the energy is really good. So that's a reading for you, group number 3. Let me know what did you think of the reading. Leave your feedback, support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.